And it's so
yes, horrible. Yeah. Nobody's in their corner. So just like how at first nobody was in Breonna Taylor's corner, where, you know, she's intruded, shot up. Now, granted, the boyfriend did shoot at the police. I'm not going to leave that out of the story. I'm a person that, look, I'm going to tell the facts that I know, that the boyfriend shot at the police, and quite naturally they're going to shoot back. But an innocent bystander was killed. That's the point that we walk away with. And it definitely deserves a thorough investigation as to why they believe this was a house that needed to be raided, number one. Number two, does this man have the right to protect his house or not? Yeah. Because I thought it was law that you have the right to bear arms. Somebody's invading your home, irregardless of who it is, you have the right to protect, from my understanding. Please comment below if you see a different understanding to that law, because maybe I'm not seeing it proper. But I'm going to show you guys the article that I have for that as well. It's just, oh, girl, it's
no matter what, you know, no matter what, like you said, the boyfriend, I don't know what his situation was, if he was even supposed to be in possession of a gun. All we know is that her death does deserve a proper investigation, because either way, it has come out where this police department has came out where they were not supposed to be at her house. They were at the wrong house altogether.
Absolutely. That's what I know. Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point here. And that's the whole reason why some type of investigation should be done. She deserves that. I don't care who she was. I mean, and then wasn't she a police officer herself, or was she a security?
Yeah, I'm pulling up her article right now.
Yeah, she was an EMT.
Oh, that's right. She was an EMT worker. You're correct. Absolutely. Yeah, so I just, it's just so horrible. So let's see. Yep, EMT and aspiring nurse. Breonna, can you see that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know the article words very well, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna kind of skim through it for everyone.
Well, I can zoom in on that. She was 26 years old. Let's see. Can I see the zoom? Oh, I guess I can't. Let me go up here. There you go. Can you see it better now?
Yeah. Okay.
EMT and aspiring nurse Breonna Taylor, 26, was shot to death by police in her own home on March 13th. It's in what's been described as a botched raid. Officers barged into Taylor's apartment in Louisville, Kentucky, as she lay sleeping. So she was asleep and fired multiple rounds. 3 months after she was senselessly killed, Taylor's name has been chanted all over the country. Now, I'll stop there because a lot of us know already that her boyfriend was immediately sent to jail. But the officers that killed her weren't. Right? So that was like a big question, like, okay, so what's going on here? So this article states that Miss Taylor was shot 8 times by police, and it was supposed to be a result of a botched drug warrant execution. But there were no drugs found at the apartment.
Because they were at the wrong house.
And so they killed an innocent person and they jailed her boyfriend. And like Nikki said, they were at the wrong house. So this is just there's a lot of mistakes here. And my thing is this, right? We know mistakes happen, but not mistakes that take people's lives, you know? Yeah. And like you said, Nikki, this woman and her family, they deserve a proper investigation.
At least that. No matter what you find, that's what you find. But you're giving her, and I'm pretty sure her family can't argue, at least give us an investigation.
Absolutely.
It's what happened. And that way, you know, whatever y'all have to do to reprimand the police who messed up, who really screwed up here, that something is done.
And see, and this is why I can't get with people who don't understand that firing Nick Cannon is like so minimal compared to the actual things that are happening to people of color right now. We're in 2020. Over 50 years ago, we were dealing with the same exact stuff.
Yeah. And I don't even, and really honestly, I can listen to all the viewpoints on Nick Cannon's situation, but when I heard it originally, when I heard what he said, I did not feel like it was coming from a place of hate. Like I said, he said it wasn't like that. It wasn't it wasn't, I really didn't take it like that. I really don't feel like it should have been taken like that. It wasn't. And
he was only stating what he read in Bibles, in textbooks. These things that he said were they're laying in the textbook somewhere.
But the thing that pissed them off the most was the fact that he called them savages. And he did not say that they were savages. He said his key word was those who participate in these things are savages. And that's what really killed me, is that basically, but to everybody else, you're just calling them savages. And that's not what he said.
Well, you know why? They responded to how he made them feel and not what he said.
Exactly. Because that's what I heard. That's what I heard. And that's what I hear a lot of people overlooking. Like I said, especially even in our own community, that's what unfortunately they are missing, because that's what I heard the first time I heard it was that he was saying those who do those things are savages. He didn't call everybody.
And again, where are the lies? If you're participating in this type of activity, that's exactly what you are, right? Just like the black men that are on the corner selling weed and pills and all that, they're considered as thugs, right?
Exactly.
Because they're doing thug-like activities.
Thank you.
But not every black man is a thug. We know that there's black men that are billionaires, millionaires. Black men that own multiple businesses that are right there in your neighborhood. You know, so like we understand that not every black man is a thug, while there are some black men that are.
Yep.
So again, I just don't understand. People are so moved by how people make them feel, but they're not listening to the actual words that are coming out of people's mouth. There's trigger words that make people like perk up, and they're like, "What did he just say? You're not the real Hebrew. Why would you say something like that?" People were pissed about that too.
Yeah. And we have to watch that too. It's no different than, you know, when you tell your child you're acting stupid, but what does your child always do? 9 times out of 10, they start crying because they say, "Oh, you called me stupid." No,
because that's what they heard.
Yeah. I said you were acting stupid. And that's what so many people, even as adults, fail to listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. You're not listening to exactly what I'm saying. You're just hearing what you want to hear. And just basically, I'm going to call it out. You're being over dramatic.
Absolutely. And the thing is, a lot of people are going to hear their own insecurities. You heard what I said, right? Yeah. You're going to hear your own lack of confidence and your own insecurities when people speak to you. So you got to work on that, people. That man told no lies in my book. He told no lies. Do I think it was worth him getting fired? Absolutely not. But I also am a believer in owning your own stuff. So that way nobody can fire you.
Yeah.
He worked hard for a while now.
Yeah.
He worked hard for a while now. I don't think that they should take that away from him. Yes, of course, they helped him build that platform. And it was spectacular. I mean, I saw him grow from, you know, just a regular old stage with hardly any type of backdrops to like, wow, everything was like, you know, cinema ready. So, I mean, and that's cool, but don't treat me like, oh, well, if I say this, if I speak my mind, then you're going to take everything away from me like I'm a child.
Yeah, he definitely. I definitely wish he would have. He would have looked into owning the rights to Wild 'N Out a long time ago. He'd been doing this show. I don't know how many years. I want to say at least 10 years. Yeah, maybe not a whole 10 years, but it doesn't seem like it.
Maybe like 5. I don't know. I can look it up. But he's been doing it a while.
Yeah, I would have thought he owned the rights to it by now, but unfortunately, apparently not, because that is something that he is asking for in him walking away, which unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to happen.
The thing is, and that's something that we all should learn from, is that own your own stuff. So when you're ready to check out or revamp or whatever it is that you're doing with your business, you have the right, and only you have the right to do that. Nobody can tell you what you can and cannot do with your own ideas and concepts.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure it started with his idea and his concept, and they just brought it to reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they provided him with the resources.
Right. But so you're right. It says first episode date was on July 28th. How ironic, we're in July when they fired him.
Dang.
2005. So almost 15 years.
I know it seemed like it's been out for a very long time.
I did not know that.
Because I can remember looking at it. I mean, it's been around. I remember, you know, it seems like I remember when it even first came out, you know, the time and the people who were popular, who were on his show at the time, who maybe not be so popular right now, you know. So it really is monumental what he did with Wild 'N Out. By now, I really wish she would have taken the time to be owning the rights by now. I really wish she would have.
Absolutely. I agree. Like, it's just people, we have to use common sense. You know, we work so hard for things. You got to take your full credit, not partial credit, not a percentage. 100%.
Yeah, we all, like you say, we all have to really need to use this as a learning lesson, even for all of us. We all have to use this as a learning lesson, what he went through. And also, I mean, I don't care.
It sucks. 15 years, and again, that's almost 20 years. That's almost 20 years of building his platform. Anyway, child, let's get on to the next thing. The next topic was face mask on or off. You know, I made like a funny little video on one of our latest episodes with Cashapp, where I'm like, face on, mask on, mask off. Because it's every like time we turn around, like they're saying, wear the mask. And then you have other people like, well, you know, according to Dr. Shim, the face masks really don't work. They're really not going to help you. So then which one is it? And then you have law, the governor that's saying, wear those masks or we're going to find you. Like, not fine, but fine, like a ticket. So I'm like, which way do you go? You know? What do you think? Y'all comment below. Somebody said,
thank you, Christopher. I agree with you, Christopher.
Christopher said face mask. Oh, like, don't play. Nobody got time to be playing with that. But see, now he's actually, for people who don't know who Christopher Marshall is, he is a COVID-19 survivor. He was in a coma for 3 weeks straight. So
he's definitely with the mask.
100%. I had the honor to interview him right after, like a few days or weeks after he came out of this. And it wasn't long after Fox News got on it. I believe it was Fox News. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. And then CNN. Like, this was 3 weeks is a lot. That's 21 days.
Yeah.
In a coma.
Yeah. And it shows the purpose that God still has on his life, that he is still here after being in a coma for so long. Because so many people don't wake up after being in a coma for even more than a couple of days. Yep, you're right. God be the glory, because he kept him. He kept him. And shout out to Christopher's wife, because she also is the reason why they even put him on something called an ECMO machine that helped purify his blood. Oh, 6 days. 6 days coma, 21 in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm gonna air it. But Tizia says face mask on. So that's 2 votes for leaving the face mask on. So he says, 6 days coma, 21 in the hospital. Sorry about that. I'm telling everybody 3 weeks in the coma. See what happened? Can't give people information for nothing. We just switched it all up. Thank you for the clarification.
My husband, he always, that's his slogan. He always say, that's how rumors get started.
Yeah, exactly. I already spread the rumor too late, Chris. So he was on CNN, ABC, and NBC. Wow. That is a big, big deal. I hope that you're feeling better now, you know.
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like, you know, what is the point? How about we just wear the mask, you know, just to be better safe than sorry.